Крышатина, блять. Да ё... Обычный хардкор Undead Nightmare, блять. Забавно. Да, кстати, курение реально полезно для здоровья. Блять, судя по всему, это версия Xbox, а не PlayStation. На PlayStation травы, блять, не было. Ну, как бы была, но не было.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a
сверху
man
вниз,
even
блядь.
got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
Вот я себя также в транспорте чувствую, блядь, ты сидишь, едешь, и кто-то пиздит, идите вы нахуй все, блядь.
I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently. But John's family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Ох, блядь, 30 FPS. Ох, блядь, это будет больно.
Marston! Mr. Marston, over here!
Ты кто, дед?
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Даже выжрать не дал. Скотина старая. Эй.
Well, here, let's mount up and hit the trail. I'm gonna run for governor. Yes, sir. Take it easy until we're out of town. Ain't no point in causing a ruckus.
Ебать, он стартанул. Дикий дед.
Come on. Easy.
Тоже так могу и чё?
So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said,
Блять, эта игра еще и тормозит. Пиздец.
those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as most read effective. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Ну как это, блять, возможно? Игра, блять, 13-летней
Are you planning
давности.
on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well,
Я
if you're
боюсь,
fixing for some female
блять, понимать,
company,
как она
you
на
can do
свече
a lot
работает.
worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by
Чувак,
it.
Trust me.
ты...
There's things you better off not knowing.
Ты лучше молчи, да.
Damn coyotes! What a waste of good meat. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill. Gee,
Slow it up now.
listen, mister. This here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
Мог просто точку на карте поставить.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Go. Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John.
Бля, Билл, это
Don't
этот
make me
неадекватный
kill you.
самый,
Nobody
который...
needs to kill anyone, Bill!
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implored. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Даже ботинки не сняли, хуёвые какие-то бандиты.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
So what were you doing?
Trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later and help me patrol the perimeter? You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Блять, это сейчас надо будет скот, да, загонять.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Да, ты только что меня
Figured it's
видела.
about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
Блять, да как эта игра ебаная тормозит, блять.
There's the it's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Hop on up. He won't bite. Come on, time for you to see what a real ranch looks like. To your right is the general store. You won't
пиздец.
find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before. Come!
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
Ну, он деревянный.
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better. Come on, boy.
Блин, женщина, ты с одной скоростью можешь скакать?
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was
Блять,
just a
еще и
little girl.
звук лагает. Пиздец.
And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
cold drink, Mr. Marston.
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house, and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful
Да
at
нахер тебе
around this
винтовки, если
time.
ты просто хочешь посмотреть. А,
We'd best get moving. This is a dangerous time of night for us.
Ай,
Right,
иди.
follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious. Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
Ну, так мы точно успеем, когда у тебя весь скот похитят.
God damn it, these rabbits are at it again. Come on, let's get rid of them once and for all. Let's see that rifle.
Кролики,
I want a couple of
серьезно?
these for the pop. Better at shooting rabbits than outlaws, I think. Good shot. You got one. That's it. Kill those little varmints. Much obliged for the help. Them rabbits can be wily little critters. Let's get back on the horses and see what else is going on. We should keep moving. There's still a ways to go.
Ну так может ты, блядь, ускоришься чуть-чуть?
Giddy up! If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Look out! Coyotes! Shoot them before they get to the animals.
Койоты. Окей.
Break the chicken.
Let's go!
Вот это опасность у людей. То койоты, то, блядь, кролики.
Shoot, Mr. Marston. Whoa! Nice shot! Looks like that was the last of the coyotes. Just a shame we had to lose any of the chickens. Come on, I'll show you the way to your room.
Да, искали скотокрадов.
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep, and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Да, значит, сейчас надо будет загонять скот. погнали. То, что-то я не вижу, чтобы здесь кто-то газетами, блядь, торговал.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come
Отлично.
in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't
Так ты
ride,
давно
Mr.
следишь, да?
Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see. All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts.
Ах, наивная.
Easy now.
Come on!
Yeah. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know
Слушай,
me
я
at
же
all,
могу и
Mr.
ружье
McFarland.
достать.
Oh, no, you don't!
Come on! Are you saving the best for last?
Дамочка, вы аккуратней, на плотве накатано очень много сотен часов.
I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland. Should I wait for you?
Бля. Ёб твою мать. И все, да, и пиздец. А рестартнуть нет никак.
Let's go.
Блять. Ой, пиздец. Управление, блять, из прошлого века. Великолепно вообще. Ты тоже в заборе запуталась? Ты чё?
You're not as bad as I thought you'd be!
Да ёбаное управление, блять.
Come. You still think you're gonna win this, don't you?
Come on, boys. How those injuries feeling, Mr. Marston?
That's more like it. Go.
Don't go easy on me!
Да я не тебе поддаюсь, я, блять, сражаюсь с управлением. Ты здесь вообще ни при чем.
How you doing back there?
Да, я помню эту игру гораздо удобнее.
Let's go.
Пиздец.
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Застрелить его дело с концом. Я и так знаю.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
Да, отправлюсь обязательно.
Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the reins, Mr. Marston.
Ну.
You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last
О, мы ведь так давно
No,
виделись.
miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
Очень смешно.
Have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
Все, допиздели.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. The kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Окей, окей.
Not feeling ill, I hope. Needs.
Hi there.
I'm selling some good tonics if you need.
Счет жевательный табак и яблоко. Ничего у него
Why,
есть.
thank you.
Come by anytime.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo?
Не
You can always
особо.
take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
А? Что именно? Как я понял, что, прости? Чё хихи? Как я понял, что? Отлично. Чё, после покупки, блять? Покупки чего? Теперь вы можете играть в покер, не это совсем хуёвая идея.
What's the rush
Так, чё у тебя есть? Кроличья лапка. А у меня $0. 0 $0. Ага.
How do you do?
Да-да-да, я не тебя звал. Блять, почему эта игра так тормозит? Да, блять, аутентичный опыт с PlayStation 3, да, они решили воссоздать, похоже, блять.
Excuse me.
Hey, hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! Now what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them, one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what, you getting keep with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down.
Ну, реально Джона, а не Джон.
You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction.
He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Вот
Only when
тоже.
things matter.
Come on then, Marston. Follow me.
So who we looking for?
Bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Walton's the top screw. Let's get after him. God damn
Ну
it,
ты
he's
где,
on you.
плотва?
Get after him.
Yeah. If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing
Плитки.
fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's a start, but there's plenty more where he came from.
Блин, тут камера себя так странно ведет, блядь. То отдаляется, то приближается.
You! Hold up, Marston. He must be at the old Pleasance house. Probably best we take it on foot from here. Looks like we got company, boys.
И смысл был пешком какой?
Damn. Take cover. We'll work our way up this hill.
Hey, yeah, you, over here.
Move up to that wagon on your right. I'll cover you. Marston, take that bastard behind the crate.
You give outlaws a bad name! You want to stop doing that?
Куда ему же в башку, блин, прилетело, нет разве? Чё ж вы такие живучие?
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Yeah. Come on.
20 баксов. Сундук-то можно залутать? Его можно. Понятно. Откройте сумку и выберите лагерь в разделе «Важное». Какой нахуй лагерь? Да нет. Все, ладно. Я понял. Да, сюда. Да, потуши, вдруг пустыня загорится. Тихо.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is that I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Can you help me?
Кого-то убить?
I can try. What do you need?
Или
Money?
по загонщикам?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to
О,
pasture.
вот оно.
Sure.
Вот оно.
Point me in the right direction.
Ну, конечно. Залагало.
Right. Are you ready to learn how to herd some cows?
Направление ж было туда.
Thank you for telling me all that back
Ну,
there.
нормально.
Must have been hard
Ну,
for you.
пиздец.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
Good to see you, Miss McFarland.
Go there.
Get behind the herd. That should start them moving in the right direction. Assuming they aren't put
идите.
off by your smell.
Блять.
Let's go.
Стоп, или сзади, это здесь, сзади. Ага.
Nice job, Mr. Marston. That's it.
Ну ты не туда.
Bien hecho. Look at the cowboy. Muy bien, señor. Come on, you dumb heifer.
Блять, по-моему, я когда первый раз играл, я их они у меня со скалы, бля, попадали.
Yeah.
Я их куда-то загнал не туда. А, ну не отбиваться.
Nearly there.
All right, let's move this large herd out to the far pasture.
Ну конечно. Куда? Давай, давай, за стадом.
You stay focused on the main herd.
Yeah.
Keep sweeping the herd. That way they'll stay together. I'll handle the tractor. You stay with the main herd.
Barney's gonna love this. this. Watch for the runner.
Move! Come on! Slow up.
Keep right moving. Stay with him. Keep that herd together now.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston.
Не,
Either
это слишком
that or you
весело
were a
для меня.
cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Все, следующее. Стрелять в птиц и снимать шкуры с койотов. Испытание дневника. Чё-то я, блядь, не увидел там вкладки испытания.
This is dirty.
А, дневник, блядь. 5 птиц. Ну да.
Go! Got him!
Я ж нажал треугольник. Эй.
Come on!
Так, 4, 5. Чё дальше? Пять кроликов. Опачки, здравствуй. Давай, ага, после 6 пополудня. А сейчас сколько времени? Теперь вы можете играть в подковы. Не хочу. Значит, к шерифу. Или как узнать, сколько сейчас время? Вот как. Блять, почти 6. Чё ты сказал?
You a tough guy, mister?
You don't know me, mister. Certainly focuses the mind, doesn't it?
Эй. Был чувак и не стало чувака. Если чё, он сам меня позвал.
Just a little something for my troubles.
Давай сюда. Столько мусорных активностей пооткрывалось, ух, просто.
Well, hello, Mr. Marston. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Did you meet my father? John Marston, this is my father, Drew McFarland.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Marston. Please. So, my daughter informs me that you're here on some secret mission to remove some undesirables from the county.
Something like that. I'm grateful for the hospitality, sir.
Well, you know, we've lived here for 30 years now. Came here from the east. Land had never been settled.
Спать скоро?
For 10 years, we fought the Indians. Tough men. Then we had outlaws, and we had drought, and we had smallpox, terrible winters, cholera. I buried more of my children than I raised.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
I've seen strong men wither and die under that unforgiving sun. That whole herds of cattle take sick and die. But I've never once doubted my life here.
No, sir.
When I hear about this so-called federal government sending out agents to covertly murder and control people, then I start to worry. I mean, yeah, all right, Williamson is a menace, and men like him are the plague. But isn't a government agent a worse menace? And all that symbolizes, I mean.
You may be right, sir.
Well, you're a brave man. You're always going to be welcome here. But you tell your friends out east that we don't want to live like that out here. Sneaking around and spying and secret missions. It's preposterous.
Trust me, sir. I agree with you.
Good. Good. Well, we won't soak any further.
Дальше тебя распекать.
Come on, Bonnie, we got things to do.
Mr. Marston, do you want to join us? It's Daddy's favorite pastime. Apart from political discourse, that is.
What is?
Breaking in horses. Come on. I hear you're a pretty decent rider. For a city dweller, that is.
You're gonna need this, Mr. Marston. Let's see if we can put that new lasso of yours to good use. That ranch hand said there's a pack of wild horses nearby. Whoa there.
Давай, дед, веди.
Let's go. You sure have some interesting theories on what the government's doing, sir.
They ain't theories, Mr. Marston. I saw the telegram Marshall got from Blackwater. It ain't exactly a state secret that sent you.
Well, is he wrong? I saw those men from the train.
The government can go to hell if you ask me. Those sons of bitches would steal a coin off a dead man's eyes.
Mr. Marston!
He's right. Now, I don't know much about politics,
Please, Paul, can we just enjoy
but I
the
know
ride?
we're only as free as they say we are. Power's like a drink. The more you have, the more you want. And there's few men who can handle it.
There's certain things in this country a woman could do much better, if you ask me.
I ain't gonna argue with that, Miss McFarland.
Вот они, да, лошади. Давай, можно еще подускориться чуть-чуть.
There's the horses! Get that lasso ready!
Rope one of them for me, Marston! You gonna use that rope or not?
Вот эту белую хотеть.
Come on!
Come on, don't be afraid of that lasso!
Easy now!
Pull that damn rope,
Так,
Marston!
господи.
Let's go!
Hold him there now! This
You're
ain't
doing
going nowhere.
fine!
That's it!
Don't let him bust you, Mr. Marston!
Тихо, тихо, тихо.
You'll have this in no
Tell me
time!
what you got, boy! Take it slow
Come
now!
on,
That's
come
it!
on,
Don't
come
give
on!
up!
Relax now. Nearly
See
there.
it, boy!
Keep at it, Mr. Marston!
Come on then,
I'm
cowboy!
in trouble here.
Come on, let's go!
Ну, конечно.
Come on, boys! Yeah!
Можно было этот процесс сделать еще, блядь, подольше. Да накидывай ты.
Steady. Come on. Come on. Nearly got you. Whoa. Relax now. Nearly there.
Да. Хорош, блядь. Хорош.
You're mine now.
Look at that! We'll make a cowboy out of you yet! Let me take you from here. You get back on your own horse. Oh, I think that's enough activity for an old-timer like me. I'll take this one back to the ranch.
Давай, пакет идет.
Come on, then! Let's see if you can get another one!
Да, не хочу я.
We haven't got all day!
Come. Easy. Calm it down. Come on, baby. Calm down.
Мне же этого один раз-то, блядь, не хватило.
I got you now. I got you.
Эй-эй-эй-эй. Тише, тише, тише.
Almost got you. There. That wasn't so bad.
Фих.
Nice work! I think that'll do it for today. Let's get back to the ranch.
Спасибо, что третью не заставили, блядь.
Come on. I like your father.
I'm glad. He's quite a character.
You have a good life here. The life I want. For me and my family, I mean.
We don't have a lot anymore.
You have enough. It's one that gets so many folks in trouble.
It'll sap your spirit and make you poor, but it's straight, and it's decent.
There's no better night's sleep than after an honest day's work.
It's no wonder you look so tired, then.
Some deck must be shy of Joker, Miss McFarland.
Easy now. Well done, Mr. Marston. These are fine horses.
Ты чё делаешь?
Hey, Bonnie. Amos was saying some horses been spotted somewhere outside of Armadillo.
Let's go, Mr. Marston. We can really do with those horses.
Странно. Чё Чё?
Come on, Mr. Marston. Let's head for Armadillo.
Блять. Вот о чем я говорю. Вот и где эта хуйня будет. Спасибо.
Come on. You never did tell me why you were never married. Aside from the snobbery, that is.
You sure ask a lot. This isn't what I meant by horse breaking.
Come on. I'm just surprised, that's all. You must have been quite a catch.
The fact that you're talking in the past says it all.
No, that's not what I
Уяла
mean.
ягодка, блядь.
You must have had some suitors, that's all I'm saying.
Some, I suppose. Here and there. A ranch in the middle of Hennigan's Stead ain't really the place to find a husband. Amos, he's a little, well, you know, countrified.
Where'd you get your airs and graces, Miss McFarland?
From a couple of cheap governesses Pa hired to save us from being savages. I'd like to talk about more than just cattle and chickens sometimes, that's all. And after my brother left, it was up to me to become the man of the ranch. He'd never admit it, but my pa's a lot frailer than he looks.
You're worth two of any man I know, miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment.
Постарайся.
In many ways, my wife is kind of like you, Miss McFarland.
Is that so?
She's always been a woman in a man's world.
There's my boys. Come on, Mr. Marston.
Где ты? А, вон, вижу. У тебя, видно, прорисовывается раньше, чем у меня.
Let's drive them up the canyon where it narrows. We'll trap them there.
Slow it up now.
Stay with the horses. I'll give you a signal when we're ready for them.
Right you are, miss.
Окей.
Whoa.
Но
Come on, let's go, let's go.
не туда.
Yeah.
Ну, блять, вашу шмашу.
Whoa there.
Не туда.
Let's go.
А ну к своим.
Yeah. Whoa. Move, let's go. Let's go.
Не туда, блять.
Come on. Yeah. Come on.
Нет, 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 блять.
Go. Whoa there.
Блять, кто нахуй придумал эти пиздатейшие занятия, блять? Явно в Зельду, да, нахуй переиграли, блять, и нашли самое потрясающее, что в ней было. Да, блять,
Come on.
давайте.
Yeah.
of them. What magnificent animals they are. Hey, the stallion's getting away. Chase him down and bring him back.
Конечно, я, да? А остальные пусть лошади разбегаются.
Let's go. Relax. Almost got you. Here we go.
Великолепно, блядь.
You're mine now. Calm down now.
Ай!
Come on. Come on. Nearly got you. Come on. Calm yourself. Come on.
Так она здесь.
Thanks for your help today, Mr. Marston. We got some fine horses. You know,
Так, все,
why
этот,
don't you keep
блядь,
that stallion
увлекательнейший
around?
кусок игры
As a thank you from
закончился.
all of us.
Thank you, ma'am. He's a fine animal.
Так, я ближе к армадиллу уже. Блин, что-то очень быстро здесь лошадь умирает. От кого спасти? Дайте, что ли? Типа ее, наверное, можно как-то прочитать. Угу. Так, идите нахуй, я не собираюсь этим заниматься. Ох, опять лошадь по воздуху промчалась. А почему бы и да? Блять, растения, что же тут надо собирать? Да, да. 6 цветков перетриумных. Опачки.
Why me? Oh, they took my boy. My boy.
Who did?
He's missing. He's only a youngster. My boy is missing.
Where? Who took him?
Them people in the hills. Them hills near Hanging Rock. They took it.
С таким хитрым
Can't the police
личиком.
force help you?
Oh, they can't even help themselves. Please, sir. My son is missing.
If I find him, I'll bring him back to you.
Я, пожалуй, промолчу. Так, скала висельников — это там, где я был. Я заблудился, блять. Направо. А чё, олень типа не отметился, что он труп?
Let's make this quick.
Что мне тут надо найти?
Oh, Lord. This is nasty.
Волкам было вкусно зато. Так, дилижанс. Чё, типа, это задание само по себе сдастся? Эй.
I'll be having that.
4 еще.
Come on. Load up now. Come on.
Дамочка пропала.
Hello? Hello? It's Armadillo 731. What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. If it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of theys.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshall! 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 I'd just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of poor men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marston?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my pleasure.
Давай, дед, а то они уйдут.
How long you been working for the government, Marston?
I don't work for the government.
Well, I got a telegram from some federal clowns in Blackwater that says otherwise.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
You don't look like no government, boy.
I guess it's complicated. I came because it was made impossible for me not to.
You sure are a tight-lipped son of a bitch, mister.
I guess I am. I ain't gonna dig this hole no deeper.
Ain't you all proud and superior? Don't forget you need us more than we need you.
Ты мне точно не нужен,
You
чувак.
looked like an empty person last time, if I remember correctly.
Simmer down, Jonah.
Listen to your boss, Jonah. There's a good boy. Otherwise, I'll put a hole in your hillbilly head and watch your tiny brain drain out.
I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get. But what does a flannel-mouthed city boy who's never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New Austin?
Nothing, I reckon.
All this manifest destiny hogwash, taming a wild land. Nearly there.
Почти, ты еще не на месте.
Ooh, now. Everybody dismount and follow me. Let's go. Stay alert, boys. Be ready, boys. We're probably going to be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower, neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches.
Music to my ears, Marshal.
Я понимаю, что ты старый, но давай ускоримся.
Damn! Those bastards were waiting for us! Stay with me!
Так,
Are you gonna shoot any of these rustlers, boy? That bastard won't be rustling no more.
Marcy got one.
одного, да?
Take the left for it. I'm going this way. Marston, you can tag along with me or join the deputies.
Hold up! Let's stay in one group!
Right, I'm in charge now.
Черт, я с этим дебилом пошел.
We're done for.
Pretty damn good shooting, John.
Нихуя не вижу.
Maybe you ain't the tenderfoot I thought you was.
Coming from you, friend, that's a real compliment.
Блять, они же выше были.
Oh my good lord!
For Christ's sake.
Follow me! Looks like that's all of them for now. Let's push forward to the bridges.
Oh my good God.
Hell no!
Страшно?
move a damn muscle. Follow me. More like that, Martin. Here. Shit.
Marston's swatting rustlers like flies.
Stay with me.
Ой, блять, вовремя.
I played too shallow without a reach, boy. Hey, we got something. We gotta keep that bridge.
Marston, all you gotta do is point it and pull the trigger.
Take one bullet.
Да е. В смысле не попал?
One for the government, boy.
Сработает? Сработает.
Good shot. We're clear, boys. Let's get over this bridge.
Damn, those Bollard twins got themselves an army.
Yeah, rustling's a profitable business, and they ain't short on willing recruits these days.
Why'd a man break his back working 12 hours a day for a rancher who can't afford to pay him?
But the rancher can't pay him.
It's one of them vicious things the market keeps calling about.
Минус.
Marshall's by himself.
Hey, little assistance would be nice, Marston.
This way. You got him good.
We should
Да,
roll
да,
fast
круто.
with the marshal up here.
He's been giving them hell on the other side.
That marshal of yours sure doesn't seem to mind getting his hands dirty.
Oh, he ain't afraid to pull the trigger, all right.
And he's been after these rustlers for a long time.
He'd tell you he's all about the book. Let the judge decide a man's fate, but he throws out plenty of his own justice,
Ага,
too.
костюм.
I'm gonna beat the lot of you. More of these son bitches. Smoking boys.
Чё? Сейчас, подожди.
Shit! You almost got me!
Hey, was that you or me?
That's about it. This is gonna be your last one.
То ж такое. Да. Какие?
Keep moving. We need to get to the marshal.
Come on, take some of that fire off the marshal.
Что-то их действительно дохуя для тех, кто тупо крадет скот.
What the hell are you making me for? You rustlers making me sick.
Умри.
Sure put that feller to bed.
I see one of them. Marston, stay with us.
Don't think you'll be needing this.
We've come for Mr. Gulch's cattle.
All right, stealthy as you can, boys. Let's get as close to those bastards as we can.
Get those guns. Over here. Watch out for Mr. Ghost.
блин. Как? Вот. Не попал. Опять почему-то не попал, да и пошел ты в жопу.
Let's get as close as we can before opening fire.
Come on. Keep up with me, darn it. Watch out. There is no dime. I'm getting you all. Ain't your life worth living?
I'm giving you one last chance to put your hands in the air.
Stay with me.
Marston, all you gotta do is point it and...
Да уйди ты, блядь, из-под огня, дебил. Отож.
Got him good.
Мужик, ты где? Как вы, блядь, не научитесь?
We'll kill every last one of you. Looks like the bollards won't be rustling again anytime soon. Quick, let's get those hostages free.
Thanks, Marshal. We're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know,
И
as you
что
can
ж ты
see, this
сможешь?
country is infested with all manner of scum.
Say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. Wes Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. Wes Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
Ну, спасибо, конечно, что сообщил. Блять, это была очень важная информация, которая ни к чему не привела.
What have you got for me?
Так, что задание Бонни? Тут нельзя, да, в лагерь? А здесь можно? Нет. Ну это-то да. Ай, недалеко и так. Хер с ним, разок и так можно доскакать. Блять, управление неудобное, скорости безумные. Стоп, что это было? Окажись, газета как раз. Круто. Охота за головами тут, да. Банда Болларстов, 20 баксов живьем, десятка за труп. А ну стой, коняшка. Да что ж вы все от меня хотите? Не успел, мужик, прости. Да стой ты. Стоп, сундук. Которым нихуя. А 15 баксов, ладно, что-то было, блять. Осталось 3 травы. Отлично. Я бы не догадался. Да что ж такое?
Beauty.
2.
There we go.
Сейчас последнюю, если по дороге найду. Эй-эй-эй, давай. Да это я догадался. Где там твой кореш? Последнего захуярить. А теперь иди сюда ты. Но. Но. И чё? Да стой ты! Стойте, говорят. А так раньше Макфарлейнов это еще и тюрьма. Буду знать. Весело. Так, не разобьюсь нигде. А чё ж меня так GPS-то повел объездом тогда? Пиздец.
Much appreciated.
Спасибо, дядь.
Come on, let's go! Get him in there! Come on!
Amos!
Hey, miss, I got most of the horses secure and the chickens.
Well, thank you, Amos, but it's the herd I'm worried about.
I know, they're scattered all over the valley and beyond. The weather is coming in real fast.
So what do you suggest, Amos? We leave the herd out there to be scattered by the storm and ourselves left here to die without a livelihood?
Can I help?
No, miss. If the men get caught out in that storm, they're gonna die.
And if we lose our herd, we'll all die, you stupid man.
Doesn't sound like we're left with much of a choice then. Come on, Amos. Round up your men. Let's get the herd.
Dang.
Ага, Джон, больше всех надо.
Come on, Mr. Marston. Hurry.
Блин, или здесь они у меня со скалы попадали.
Whoa.
Хотя я уже не помню.
That sky don't... Look out! It's slippery. Are you a religious man?
Not in any real sense. Sometimes I tell myself things happen for a reason. Like what brought me here was fate come a-calling. But nobody made my path for me.
We all need to look for answers somewhere. Some in big old books, others in big old bottles of whiskey.
Believing in some kind of divine purpose ain't gonna give me my wife and kid back. Past is who we are, Miss McFarland. There ain't no changing that. Faith is a luxury I can't afford.
We have two herds out grazing in different pastures. We'll need to merge them and bring them all back.
I think we can handle that.
The cows get real ornery in
Она
bad
таки
weather.
умеет
It's
разгоняться,
more work,
вау.
but I'll show you how to deal with them. We're not gonna be able to hear each other in this rain. Just make sure you don't lose sight of me. Whoa there!
Whoa.
Drive them over to the pasture by the old oak tree. We'll merge them with the other herd there.
Let's go. Yeah.
The weather changes fast out here. This storm came out of nowhere.
Да нет, не надо тебе туда. Понятно. Дебил. Блять, лошадь сдохнет быстрее этих коров. Великолепно. Да не надо вам туда. Ага. Тупое животное, блядь. Да ну нах.
Please, Mr. Marston, help me round up the stragglers. The weather's getting worse. We've got to get that herd together.
Come on, easy up now. Come on. Easy.
Don't give up now. We're nearly there. Come on,
Иди
get
давай.
the herd together.
А это не считается или что? А, это камень. Куда? Тебе кто разрешил? Так, там еще корова сзади осталась, и собрать на нее. Да вы, блядь, гоните. Ты что делаешь? Ты охуел? Че? А, ну вот он. О чем я и говорю. А потому что сегодня что? Что ты сказал? Ну ты сказал, почему?
You saved the herd back there. You might make a decent rancher one day.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
Скидки в магазинах. Круто. А перепрыгнуть ты здесь не хочешь, нет? Так, что здесь есть в магазине? Чувак, эй, ты куда ушел? Ты пошел ты. Так, ну и на сегодня все. Спасибо всем, кто был тут. Удачи и покеда.